Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel I share tips and strategies on how to be positive and happy in our everyday life. So if you don't want to miss an episode, be sure to subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of my community. Today I wanted to talk about a very important part of being positive and happy that contributes our everyday life, and this is the ability of our mind to get used to things that surround us or that we have in our life. I will be talking about how we can actually stop taking things for granted and how it can make us more happy and more appreciative. We all take things for granted, and I remember when I first moved to a different country, I was so excited and so overwhelmed. Everything seemed so new, and this lifestyle and nature, and I was just so grateful for this opportunity to be able to move to Canada. Everything amazed me. Food here, like I didn't know what smoothie bowl is. I have never tasted better sushi in my whole life. I remember looking at in the menu of the coffee shop and looking at this weird different kinds of lattes. But little by little I adopted the things, and matcha latte doesn't seem to me something very special. Whole Foods were the big one, but now I go there once in a couple of weeks and get basically everything that my soul desires. Vegan treats you can find everywhere, and they are very accessible and affordable. And all those products that are gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, whatever free, really surprised me at first. Also just became a regular part of my life. The main thing that really amazed me and surprised me was nature. I have never seen a city where I can see mountains, forests, lakes, and ocean within the reachable distance. I can drive 20 minutes in one direction and I can go on a hike, or I can drive 20 minutes in another direction and I will be on the coast of the Pacific Ocean. So that was a big one. But again, I just got so used to things, so used to these amazing things in my life that I stopped giving enough credit to them. It made me think that all of those things are a part of life that I always wanted to have. I always wanted to have a balanced life. I always wanted to have yoga in my life, gym, healthy movement, yummy treats, fancy lattes, nature around. I wanted to go for hikes and all those trails. And I realized that one day I just got used to them and I stopped appreciating them. I just stopped noticing many of those things that I cared about so much. I stopped giving them credit that they actually make me wake up every single day with the feeling of excitement and anticipation. So this video is for those people who, the same as me, forgot that there is so many amazing things that we surrounded our life with that we started taking for granted. And in this video, I'm going to share with you actionable strategies of how you can stop taking these things for granted, how you can draw your attention back and start appreciating them more, and even way more than you appreciated before. And what inspired this video is the course that I'm currently taking online on Coursera. It is called The Science of Well-Being, and last week the teacher shared with us the tips of how you can battle this habit of the mind of taking things for granted. So I wanted to share with you because I really feel that these strategies is something I should implement more in my life, and maybe you can implement one or two, or maybe you won't implement any of them, but I hope that they will inspire you and they will show you that you can actually start appreciating things again, those things that are already in your life, those things that you maybe not noticing anymore. And yes, I hope you really enjoy this video. The first strategy of how to stop taking things for granted is savoring. And savoring is stepping outside of this experience you're having and reviewing it at this particular moment. It is a very fun practice to do. So basically, for example, if you are in the moment of having the cookie, you can have the cookie and you can watch TV, or you can scroll down your Instagram and you will probably not notice that you have a cookie, and you won't notice how tasty it is, how rich it is, and all those fun things. So what you need to do is you need to focus on this particular cookie in this particular moment and just recognize its taste, recognize the smell, recognize the feelings it creates in you, and fully dive into this experience. What savoring do is it focuses your attention on this experience. It forces you to be in this moment and to enjoy this moment. There are several activities that you can do to enhance savoring, and the first one is to talk to someone about this experience. You can share how amazing the cookie tastes, or how amazing it smells, or what you feel like, what kind of texture it is. Another thing that you can do, you can actually share this experience with another person, and this will also enhance the savoring for you. So if you share a cookie, or if you buy a person another cookie, so it will count towards savoring the moment. Another thing that you can do is you can think about how lucky you are to have this experience. Even with the cookie, like how lucky you are to have this cookie in the moment right now, and how lucky you are to enjoy this yummy treat. Another thing that will enhance savoring for you is if you will actually think of sharing this experience with someone. You don't have to share right now, but the thought of sharing this experience with someone will increase the savoring moment for you. And my favorite one, especially when it comes to food, I usually take a picture of it. And by taking a picture of something, you can always go back in the memories and just thinking about the fact that you will keep this picture with you, and you just have it like this piece of moment, this wonderful present thing will stay with you forever. It already makes this experience so much nicer. And again, it will only work towards enhancing your savoring and being present in the moment. So these are the things that will enhance savoring for you, but there are also things that will actually negatively impact the savoring moment for you. So the first thing that you should not do when it comes to experiencing things and trying to be in the present moment is thinking that this is going to be over, that this experience will not last forever. So being in this future mindset and thinking that I'm having this cookie right now, but there is only a couple bites left and the experience will be over. It's just gonna create this tension in you, and it will draw your attention from the present moment to the future moment. And this way you will lose this connection with the present, and not only you won't enjoy the cookie, you will also be sad while having the cookie. Another thing that can ruin the savoring experience for you is the fact that it's not going to last forever. For example, if you're on vacation and you are constantly thinking that you're having so much fun right now, but it's not going to last forever. It's going to be over in a couple of weeks. It's just going to ruin the time that is left for you to enjoy. And again, it will draw your attention to the future moment instead of focusing on the present. Another thing that we should try to avoid when it comes to savoring is thinking that it could have been better. For example, if we are somewhere on a trip and not all the days are going as we planned, and that the trip in general could have been better, it ruins the experience for us in this present moment. We are not allowing ourselves to fully enjoy this experience, and it draws our attention to the future. It fills us with regrets by just thinking that it could have been better than we were expecting. The next point is actually closely connected to the previous one, and it is thinking of how we could make it better, or how it could have been better. By thinking of how it could have been better already sets us at the mindset that it's not as good as we want it to be. Just trying to, bring our attention back to the present moment and trying to focus on how much we enjoy whatever we have right now will enhance savoring. And it will eliminate the thoughts of how it could have been better. And the last point of what we shouldn't do when it comes to savoring is thinking that we don't deserve this good thing in our life. But we don't have to do anything to deserve anything. We just granted we are blessed in life to get one thing or another. And what we have to do, we have to learn how to accept it. We do deserve everything that life gives us, and we should be very, very grateful that we have this thing in our life, and by any means ever second guessing why we received something. Just receive it and be happy and be grateful and stay positive and enjoy this thing, and don't think why or what or when or whatever. Just be in this present moment and enjoy this thing. So we talked about the first strategy of how to not take things for granted, and that was savoring. Now on to the second strategy. The second strategy is to visualize things in a negative way. And what it means is imagine your life right now without having this thing. It helps me a lot when I think that what would my life have been if I didn't move to Canada? How many things I would have missed? How many wonderful experiences I would never have come across to? As soon as I start thinking, what if I have never had an opportunity to come to Canada? I immediately start recalling all those amazing things that surround my life right now. So strategy number 3 is to make this day as your last day. And here it doesn't mean that this is your last day of living. What it means is making this the last day of this experience. For example, if you're somewhere on a trip and you are not happy on how it's happening, you are not happy with all the days, you are not happy how you use your time, think about how you will feel if this is your final day of the trip. Like, you would definitely not focus on those tiny little things that annoy or irritate you or that could have been better. You would think only on the positive ones. Thinking about the things that we will miss in our life will actually help us to take things for granted way less. Strategy number 4 is something that I constantly talk about and I really want to get better at it. And this is basically gratitude or gratitude journaling. Even if you do it at least once a week and you name 5 things that you are grateful for in your life, it will already help you to not take those things for granted. The next strategy that can help us take things for granted way less is interrupting our consumption. And what it means is, for example, you have your favorite cookie and you get this cookie every single day. It becomes a part of your everyday life. So if you will buy this cookie once a week, you will start appreciating it way more. When I first started having matcha lattes, I used to buy them every single day and I did start taking them for granted. But now I'm trying to get them maybe once a week and I notice I appreciate this experience way stronger and this experience make me way more happier than when I was getting this matcha lattes every single day. And of course, we all want the wonderful things to last forever, but the idea behind it is that if you make this interruption in your consumption of something that you really love, the next time when you have this thing, it will increase your level of gratitude, increase your level of happiness. However, I should say here that it works with the positive things, obviously, but if we have something bad that happens in our life, we should do the reverse strategy. We should try to squeeze them in as much as possible and do them as fast as possible to decrease the level of negativity that we have in our life. So with the positive things, we want to extend them, and with the negative things, we just want to squish them and just get over them as fast as possible. My next strategy is closely connected to the previous one, and it is increasing your variety. If you are one of those people who really like ice cream and you can't see your life without having an ice cream, you can just buy different flavors of ice cream. For example, if your favorite ice cream is chocolate ice cream, you can get some other types of ice cream that you also like, but maybe not so much as the chocolate one, so that when you come back to the chocolate ice cream, it's going to be so much better than if you had it every single day. These are the strategies that I wanted to share with you, and I am very grateful that I got introduced to them. I didn't know about many of them, but I constantly try to implement them in my everyday life, and it does make it way easier and way better when it comes to getting used to things and taking things for granted. I really hope that you may use 1 or 2 strategies or all of them, or maybe you won't use any of them, but at least I hope that this video inspired you and showed you that it is actually possible to stop taking things for granted. Appreciate everything that you have introduced into your life every single day and being very positive and being very happy and very optimistic about how you created your life and how you live your life. If you guys want to know more about how to stay positive and how to stay happy in your everyday life, check out these 2 videos. And that being said, I hope you guys have a positive day, a positive week, and a positive life. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.